What is up? Yes, yes, yes. Today I am live in multiple arenas. I got the Facebook Live, I'm doing Instagram Live, I'm live all over the place. I'm loving it. We're just gonna kind of free ball today. I had this on my mind and I had to just get it off my chest. How to hack anxiety. Do you guys have anxiety? Are you anxious ever? I feel like I get anxious over the most stupid things. Like something that I get anxious about is going to the doctors. And what I hate is when they check my blood pressure. I don't know why. It's just this thing. I know I'm a healthy guy, but when they check my blood pressure, I always freak out like, oh my God, what if it gets too high? They might try to prescribe me statins or something to reduce my blood pressure. Those evil, evil doctors. No. So I get anxious over the stupid stuff. I have a lot of friends I know who get anxious over the stupidest things. And, many of friends and family and a lot of people are on Zoloft and all these kind of medications to help, make them less anxious. But I think there's a price to pay when you're taking things like Zoloft or any of these pharmaceuticals that just aren't natural. So I've got 6 ideas that I've been trying to just get out of my head and give to you guys, and I wanted to share that with you. So the first technique that I would consider if you have anxiety or chronic, panic attacks is I would think about doing what's called the reframe technique. So whatever's going on in your life, you're simply just going to reframe what's actually happening. When you think about anxiety, all it really is this emotion, right? And we have a lot of emotions that we feel. So when we're anxious, it's the same thing almost like feeling excited, right? The only difference is how your body reacts to the emotions. Excitement, you're happy, you're excited, but it's the same kind of sensations in your body when you're anxious. Ironically, I think most people, their biggest fear or the thing that they're most anxious about is public speaking, right? Nobody likes to do it. Getting in front of a camera and speaking, people are absolutely terrified. So here'd be like a technique you could do to reframe the situation. So instead of being anxious and nervous, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what am I going to say to these people? Maybe you reframe it and say, oh my God, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. And it sounds stupid and it sounds silly, but they've actually shown that by doing this reframe technique, people have been able to change their performance, and they've actually been able to go out and conquer a lot of their fears when they weren't able to in the past, just by simply changing their perception to what's happening. And for some of you, you may have to say, I'm excited like 27 times before you actually feel a change in state, a change in your body, or a change in the way you feel. But if that's what it takes, if that's what's necessary, then continue to do it. And this is not going to be like the surefire pill that's going to work, overnight, like, oh, that just cured my anxiety. No, it's not going to happen. You might have to, you might have to do this 27 times. You might have to do the reframe technique every time that you go to the doctors. Like for me, for example, when I go to the doctors and get my blood pressure, I might have to just tell myself, hey, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. So that's known as the reframe technique. The number 2 big idea, I call it the Tim Ferriss. Tim Ferriss is known for all kinds of hacks and great ideas. So one of the things that he does is he just kind of sits back and he asks himself this question: what would this look like if it were easier? You see how you're just kind of getting some distance from whatever is going on in your life? Like, what if this was actually easy? Maybe this is not really a problem after all. A lot of us get anxious or fearful over things that are going to happen in the future, or something that has already happened in the past and it's causing fear to come up in us. So what if we just kind of changed the question around and said, hey, what if this was easy? How would this look in my life? What if I didn't think this was that difficult to do? What if I could just easily accomplish this? Or what if I was just a phone call away from calling a friend and my problem being solved? I think a lot of us, what happens is when we get in this anxious state is we just get tunnel vision and we go into this state where there's just this circular anxiety. And we don't know how to get out of it. And that is what causes the panic attack, because our body, our emotions, our thoughts are controlling us so much, and we just can't get out of that. Which is why the reframe is actually a pretty powerful technique, because it instigates or utilizes your prefrontal cortex. And when that's triggered, it changes the way your mind is thinking. It kind of interrupts your pattern of thinking, because all you're doing in an anxious state is going down that tunnel, right? You're just going down that black hole. So if you can reframe it or ask yourself a different question, hey, what would this look like if it were easy?